y'all, it's Hope at Crafty Hope, and I am working here in this little junk journal. It is a journal I made as part of the Robin Marie Smith's Transitions Journal workshop. I'll put a link to her courses below, and hopefully you can find that. It's a free workshop, and it's a neat way to make a, a junk journal. So, I am still trying to finish up some of the things for my 100-day project, and I had to use yearbook images. And I know I just used some in a video, but I had to do it again because I was trying to mark all those things off my little list I had. So I started with this page, which is actually really gorgeous, and I'm kind of hating that I cover up most of it and kind of make a mess of it. So I don't know. I was trying to save it and started by putting down some of this Tim Holtz design tape. I will look and see if I can figure out which one this is, but I probably got it on clearance, so I don't know that I can find the exact one. So anyway, I was just trying to get some textural, oh, I don't know why I can't say that, elements kind of in the background, some kind of handwriting and stuff like that kind of going on in the background rather than collaging a bunch of papers over top of that, what I thought was super yummy stuff going on there. But I end up covering up a lot of it. So anyway, so I'm putting down this design tape, and there was something I wanted to tell you, and I can't think what it was. Um, this design tape is got a slick surface on it, so I know here in a little bit I'm gonna put some clear gesso over the top of it to make sure that any media that I do put over it is will go over it. So, but I think I hit something else a little bit. So, and I don't know, I think I was having trouble getting it to stick in a couple places, so I did use my Oohoo glue stick to help get it down, and I trimmed off some of the edges and all of that stuff, basic stuff. So once I got done, you also had torn up that little piece of paper, and I thought I was going to add it, but like I said, I kind of didn't want to cover up what was going on there. So yeah, I don't know. All right, so I did decide to grab some ink, and that is Dynaflow ink, and oh, I'll have to look and see what color that is. I see that that's kind of a purpley color, and I think I was trying to bring in some of more of that purple that's up there in that right corner. And I think this is where I realized that that color's not going to go over that design tape, and that I need to do something else. So I'm going to real quick grab, I think, am I not going to dry this at all? No, I'm grabbing my clear gesso, which is a Prima Marketing version of it. You can probably get clear gesso from other places, but that's just, I don't know, I think they had the best deal when I was shopping, so that's what I got. So I'm just going over the areas that have the design tape on it, not the whole page, just so that I can make sure that anything else I put down does get is able to cover that up, because nothing really sticks to the sheen that's on the design tape there. Whew. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the words today, y'all. I am going to dry this to speed this up a little bit, and then I grab one of my Lucas paints. That one, it's a green, and it's called Fern. And before I put it down, I decided to go ahead and grab my Stabilo All Pencil and start with some mark making. So I'm just doing some scribbles here. This whole page was saved by the mark making that I end up doing in it. So this was the beginning of it. I kind of love putting down just some scribbles like this and then wetting a couple areas of those squiggles. This has just kind of been my jam lately, so I hope y'all like it. So I'm going to put down a little bit of that fern, just the tiniest bit. And do I spray it? No, I just get a wet paintbrush and I'm going to move it around. And this is where, yeah, all that yummy in the background just starts to disappear. That, I don't know, there was something about that peachy red, purpley thing going on that was yummy. But, I mean, the page I end up with is, I dig it. I wouldn't be showing it to you if I didn't. So, but I don't know. I I never quite know where I'm gonna end up once I start on one of these pages. And I thought, hey, I can do something with that yearbook and still preserve this page, but I don't, and it's okay. I came up with something else. So I did lift up some of the wet that was on the page with another piece of paper that was sitting off to the side after I moved around that fern. And then I'm going to grab another of my Lucas acrylic paints. This one is in mauve, and it's, I don't know, it's a really yummy plummy purple that I really like. So I think I've got it fairly, that paintbrush fairly wet. And I think here is where I start to realize that, oh no, I've absolutely covered up that page. But I go with it. I let it work, where it's going to be whatever. I did pick up a little bit of the water and move some of the lines around just a tiny bit before I go on to the next thing, which I think I'm just going to dry the page. No, I decided to use my finger to add a little bit more. And you see I put that purple down where the purple is. So I'm going to leave it there to dry for just a second while I go ahead and cut out the section that I decided I had picked before I went into this. Now I picked out this group of 4 of these yearbook photos, and I don't know if you can see it here, but you'll definitely see it, the pictures at the end, that the 2 on the right and the one on the 2 on the top and the one on the bottom right, they're all looking off to the right, whereas the guy that's in the bottom left is staring straight on at the camera. And I found that really striking. It was like the photographer said, okay, everybody, you look over here to this side, look to your left, which would be our right, and everybody did, but this one guy was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to look right at you. And it just stands out to me that, you don't have to follow the pack and do what everybody else does. You do you. If you're going to look straight at the camera, go for it, If it's not hurting anybody else, that just go for it. So that's why I chose those 4, and it influences one of my decisions here in a little bit. So here's some more of my mark making that comes in, and really I just put a little bit of titanium white acrylic paint down. That's also the Lucas brand, and I just took a paintbrush and I am making, I don't know, it's just the shape of the paintbrush, but it's a little stubby paintbrush, and I'm just kind of putting these marks on, and these are probably some of my favorite marks on this page. They really stand out, and they kind of lifted this page back up because all the colors and muddying stuff that I put down wasn't great. And so this white here definitely helps lift it. So I'm sorry, the cat's trying to get into the room. I've got the door closed while I'm recording, and I think she's pushing on the door. I decided to ink up the edges of this yearbook photo with some Distress ink and tea dye, and then I grabbed, this is where I'm going to highlight that one guy. I'm going to go around the pictures of the other people with, that is a straight pen stuck in the top of a pencil eraser, and so it makes these tiny little dots because I'm using the head of the oh my gosh, y'all, I don't know where my words are today. The straight pen, I'm using the head of the straight pen to make these tiny little dots, and I'm going around the people that are looking off to their left and leaving that one guy, so that hopefully he stands out. I don't know why I didn't do it the other way, but if I wanted those dots, I wanted that mark making in there, I don't know. And so I'm giving them the polka dots, and he's getting the straight on look. So that's all I'm doing. I love this little technique for making these dots. I think, was it the last video? I don't know. I've been showing y'all how I make different little marks in the last couple of videos, but this one was seriously full of a lot of little tiny mark making things. So I don't know. So I'm going to dry these guys a little bit so that those dots don't get smeared when I decide to go ahead and glue it down in just a second. So, and seriously, I'm just going to dry this and immediately use my Oohoo glue stick and glue it down. Now, I added that tea dye, and it doesn't add a whole lot, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense either because that brown's in there, and I don't have brown anything else in here. So that was kind of a needless step, but yeah, I don't know. I did it anyway. It was, I don't know what I thought I was going to do. So, and it took a little bit. I probably could have used, yearbook pages are kind of heavy, so I could have used something other than the Oohoo, but since I already had it open, it worked. It was fine. So yeah, like I said, it's going to take me a little bit to get these guys glued down. And I thought was funny about these pictures anyway was that all the girls were wearing the same thing, all the guys were wearing the same thing. It was just, I don't know, it was very crazy. So anyway, this is a Stabilo all pencil in white that I'm just going to make some scallops up at the top of the picture, and I love these too when I look at this picture. So I'm just making some kind of messy scallops with it, and I could have used a white China marker as well, but for some reason I grabbed that Stabilo all instead, and I just did it at the top. I kept trying to look for another way to put something else down, and I couldn't find it. So I took that black Stabilo and added a little more darkening there. I don't know, I wanted to bring a little more dark to it, so I'm going to put that down in a couple places. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out my Tim Holtz Small Talk stickers and find the words "Be You Bravely," because I really felt like that guy was being brave in his defiance and his "no, I'm going to look straight at you" kind of way. So I'm going to dry those areas a little bit where I put down that wet paintbrush with the Stabilo, and then I'm just going to stick down the "Be You Bravely." And that's it for this page, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this and seeing all the different ways I did some mark making in here. If you have any questions, let me know and give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. All right, y'all, keep on crafting on. Bye.